And finally, before we get into questions, I'd like to fulfill on our promise of the bonus B2B2C example of one of our customers. So B2B2C we define as a company that is selling both business to business and business to consumer, and selling to businesses that are selling directly to consumer. And that gets complicated. When Hunter Fan Company approached us, we found, this was several years ago, we've been their agency of record since 2008. They came to us with some very specific problems, namely that their number one customers were also their number one competitors. So if you've ever seen a Harbor Breeze or a Hampton Bay ceiling fan, those are the house brands of Home Depot and Lowe's, who also happen to be Hunter Fan's biggest customers. So how do you create a site that services, manages that complex e-commerce problem of selling to businesses as well as mom and pop lighting showrooms and retailers, as well as has a great consumer experience and sells directly to the consumers? And we came up with the site that's there today, hunterfan.com. We've had some fantastic successes with them. We've increased their year-over-year revenue over 151%. And a lot of it had to do with building good consumer research out to ensure that on the consumer side we were helping people to shop the way that they shopped naturally. So they were looking for things, little things like understanding that if you most people are looking for a ceiling fan either with a light or without a light, or they're looking for items that were you could use inside or outside. And there's a specific order that we've honed through years of analytics that helps us to show that. We have got some great, what we consider in the analytics bear out best-in-class sorting and filtering options to allow people to easily find the products that they're looking for. And we also help people to shop by style. So being able to shop not just by, hey, do I know that I need a brass finish or a bronze finish, or this is for a big room or a small room, but I'm a contemporary decorator and I'd like my items to have these types of lines, and so we're going to shop that way. So some other great examples of the various ways that we allow multiple paths, both direct and indirect, to the shopping experience. Great product imagery, very important, and lots of great product detail as well. And as I said, this has been very successful for Hunter, but let me show you just some of the complications of the B2B2C as promised. Once you get down into the actual purchasing path, let me roll forward here. As I mentioned, their biggest client is their biggest competitor. They have some ceiling fans that are manufactured exclusively for a particular retailer. In this case, it's Home Depot. And so we have to have a buy option that is available to buy specifically from Home Depot, as you see here. So that's one path. The site also has to support people going to a physical location locally. So a mom and pop retailer, this is part of the B2B2C process, where Hunter sells to a lighting showroom that may have 1 or 5 showrooms in a metro area, and they want the site to drive traffic to those in order to be a good partner. And so you see here that for this particular fan, there's also an option to have a map that goes directly to that location, and the call to action for the consumer is not to buy online, it's to go to a physical location. In addition to that, for the same fan, you may have a consumer that wants to buy online. And so we offer direct deep linking into Amazon, Wayfair, Home Depot, Delmar, and more as another option there. So, and then finally, there are options there you can see directly to add to the cart and be able to purchase direct from Hunter from the manufacturer itself, which a lot of consumers do prefer. Even at full retail pricing and full shipping, there's always a percentage of the population that wants to buy directly from the source, from the manufacturer. So that is one way. This site is built on Kentico, and we're very proud of it. It's won numerous awards, and it goes to show you the flexibility that we've been able to gain out of having such a great CMS partner to solve the complex challenges of a B2B2C customer with a legacy brand in Hunter Fan Company. So with that, I'd like to turn things back over to Eric. That concludes the formal part of the presentation that we've prepared. And we'd like to see if there are any questions that we can help answer for you on this afternoon.